What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to Orlando, Florida, the Bounce House, home of the UCF Knights. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Knights will kick it away to start. Set to kick this one off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's go, right. The give to the back. And they'll start the night with a rush and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Lopez to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Punt is in the air. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a crease. It's Montgomery. Turning it on. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll take it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll ride his man on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Burke. All out of space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Knights are on the move. Motion from the back. They're going back to the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Flicks it out of the air. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Finds his tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage. Make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, it's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play.
Here we go. Do the show. Break. Flag 14. Flag 14.
Goes to the option. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
Flag 33, mouse choice. 33, mouse choice.
Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. On the option. Now the pitch. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third and goal, where the strong come through.
Let's go.
Brown will throw it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And it's third and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on fourth down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's French. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Leaves it with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lopez to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
UCF 10, North Carolina 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. This time they'll go to the running game. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Tar Heels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And the Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this.
And it's picked off at the goal line. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they say you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, David, the defense dialed it up at the perfect time, and what a tackle.
Great tackle. I'm surprised, honestly, he held on to the football. That is what you want. You want physical knockbacks. When you're on defense, you watch the tape, coach is like, oh, is the running back falling forward? If he's falling forward, we're not doing our job. There was no falling forward on that one.
The Knights are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Lopez wants to fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Field goal is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Bloomington. They're up 14 over Illinois. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Lopez to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard, you got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
He's got it on the run. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
On the direct snap, it's French. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Number 90, set to take this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Brown wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. The Knights in the hurry-up.
White 80, Brooklyn. White 80, Brooklyn.
looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easy.
Pushes for the goal line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Let's go.
See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He'll keep it himself. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Brings up fourth and goal.
The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCF.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Ashley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off-play action on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Ball is loose, and they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run the option. It's a seam wide open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical.
There he goes. Rams him with the stiff arm. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
It leads to second down.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Brown will throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Burke. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He'll do it himself on the draw. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Lopez wants to fire. Flips it out to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Billups. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Kick is in the air. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Lopez to pass. The screen, he's got wheels. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Touch pass on the right.
The first down pass was incomplete to the wideout. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a...
It's a running room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. UCF 16, North Carolina 10.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Check. Black 33, mouse check.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got enough space. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Knights. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
There he goes. Turning on the Jets. The 30. He's the touchdown, UNC! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
North Carolina, 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Gets the back moving. On the run, it's Montgomery. Got the first down and still on his feet. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Wade. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Knights will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get this drive going from the 17. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Lopez to pass. Finds the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they got the running back out on a route one-on-one. He's got to do a better job separating, though. Just not a good enough route so that when he caught it, he got tackled right away for a gain of no yards.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's cut. And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Using his legs, it's Montgomery.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Rides the back on the option, the give. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Montgomery. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Nestles it in at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Ball squirts out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here. It's good. You can hear the contact, such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. The give on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the middle. It's good. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Little touch pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Lopez wants to fire. Using the quick game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Tar Heels get enough for the 1st down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Catch in the middle, it's good.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
And you just just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now, setting up third down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Montgomery. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it. Down at the 23. It's fourth down. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. The Knights will punt it away on fourth down. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Lopez to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it at the 15. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the steps. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.